Okay. Okay. See if this bloody Trickster theory is correct. Yeah, man. Big Ducks had a really good tree, and I thought let's just make it even more challenging and just do this SSF. So I'm gonna go old school and craft all the gear and do it all the hard way. We're at end of league anyway. Currency's not really worth anything anymore, so might as well do something to change it up. Hey Alice, how you going, dude? Decided to play some SSF since it's the end of the league. Well, it's not the end of the league, it's like halfway through the league and I'm bored with the trade league, so... And I don't want to play League of Legends. So, Cobra Lash is probably the best thing to pick right now for now. I was thinking about playing Martyr as well, I'll be honest with you. It was either play an SSF character or play Martyr. I still may play Martyr. I've been wanting to play it for ages and I want to play it before Cyberpunk. Oh shit, I didn't set my thing up, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that that music in the background isn't too loud. Did they change Cobra Lash? Because that doesn't look like the Cobra Lash I remember. That looks way better than OG Cobra Lash. It's okay, dude. The problem that I found with that RF build, though, like, I actually tried Ziz's build, and then I tried the leading top one, level 100 players build. The problem with it is, either way you go, it either gets really tanky or it gets really not so tanky. And the DPS just takes so much currency to just balance out. Though, if you put an explodey chest on it, it works perfectly. I got it working with explodey chests, actually, reasonably well as well. does decent damage. Just the bossing damage takes a bit of working to get to work, and it's, yeah, I was just like, I just want to play a meta build. Try something new. I've played RF every league anyway. And now I don't have any tabula, 47% implicit damage tabula to work with, so this gets to be nice and challenging again. This is actually a really good leveling skill now. This used to be really shit at leveling. I find this way better. Like this Cobra Lash, they've changed it. It's bloody auto tracks targets now. This just seems really efficient. Like look at it. You just does all the work for you. It's crazy. Need a bow as well, actually. For a little bit there, I was actually going to go BV, and I was like, yeah, no, everyone played BV, so I'm not going to do that. If this works the way that I think it's going to work, then I'll make this my league starter. Thing is, on the POB I got here too, it like hits 9.6 mil DPS with pretty janky gear as well. And that's me stripping off all the clusters and everything. Can't use 6-link anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to leveling with Cobra Lash. It's something different. Just get this stash set up so I'm not faffing around. Actually, it keeps the stash composition the way that I want it. We got a dump tab. I do. I like the new folder system too. Shit, look at this. This is actually really cool. This indexing system is sick. Delve. Oh, so you can put in dingos too on it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, man. How did that build go? Did that build go well? I didn't want to do that. Damn it. I've still never reached 100. I've reached 96, I think was my highest. I just get way too bored of the league before I get to 100. That's a bit of the I'm guessing you're using an Abyssus on that. That's the most frustrating thing about that I found when I ran a Facebreaker full guard build was like you did well outside of most things, but then there was just the odd dumb thing that would kill you. I feel like you could turn Cobra Lash into its own build in its own right. It seems like a decently respec skill. It used to send out those stupid Whiplash things. Looks like they got rid of that. The build that you're saying there, essentially your defense is your offense. So just build a strong offense and that will double down as your defense. And that'll work unless, you know, you're gonna die 1,000 times, but it'll work. Your layered defense is your layered offense. This one will be the chaos dot will kill things and also slow things with the toxic rain proc before it actually gets to you, which is the beauty of toxic rain. And if anyone can hear that music in the background, that is actually the soundtrack to OG WoW. Not that I've played WoW, but it's really good. Ooh. True. That'd be OP as shit. And that's probably why they made that not to work. That dot is just powerful. I never really used to respect dot, but it's quite good. Come on, where's the stupid Dweller of the Deep? There it is. Just gonna play poison characters every league. They seem to be the goer. Get the Cyrus, face Cyrus, head on, take him down, just win. Yeah, I knew I took the wrong way there. Yeah, the other thing you could do is just take the damage hit and run a Devotos. That'll increase your clear speed. So, and give you a good amount of armor. Your deaths will mainly be because of that bloody Abyssus. Yeah. I might run Caustic Arrow. Alright. Didn't do the one thing I was supposed to do. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. None of these skills are worth anything to me. Dash. Alright. Yeah, okay. That's pretty meaty comparative. Alright, so yeah, okay, that's bloody powerful. Yeah, this will be self-cast. Just gonna run a chaos bow and Mirage Archer. It should be pretty efficient. It should have pretty good clear speed at the end of the day. I've already played one minor for the league. I want to play self-cast. That's where the fun is. The thing I love about SSF is wisdom scrolls are actually pretty vital when you run your 5th character or 6th character for the league when you start fresh. Don't even need accuracy when you run this. You just use all dot. Just go outside and be like, oi, shut that shit up. Don't be a wanker. Universal way to deal with any dipshit. Just walk outside, oi, stop being a dickhead. See what he says. Probably go, don't call me a dickhead. Well, then stop being one. Man, you're gonna get dragged into it. I literally am just using the generic tree that Big Duck put up a little while back. But there's no prescribed gearing in it realistically, and I've stripped off all the cluster jewels because I'm playing this as an SSF character. So what I'll actually do, I'll actually commit to leveling this up in the endgame because it's not like I'm doing anything else in League. Hey Hungry Hippo, how you dude? I'm sort of out of ideas of what to do in League now. Because, you know, I've already rolled a few big characters and, yeah, we're at that stage. It's not a great deal left to do in the League outside of just challenges or play SSF, so. Don't need that. Chuck that in there anyway. It's not an increase of anything. Oh yeah, now we're doing some serious deeps. Much better. Sure, I do all the bloody Ascendancy trials again. Fuck. Man, summer's already here for in my country. It's hot as shit all the time. so we pick up these nodes. Now we're moving into dot nodes. Are you in America hungry? Nah, man, you still ain't want to pick up shit you need. Hey Isaiah, how you doing, dude? I'm doing good, man. I'm in a study weekend at the moment. I got MBA exam on Wednesday, so I'm just enjoying some early morning streaming. I'm not sure, man. I'm not across the mechanics for Creeping Frost. Basically, it's just dot damage though, so. So I don't really need precision. Whirling blades, no. Smoke mine, yeah, for movement speed. Ah, shit. Oh, soldier salon. You can't put items in your stash. I noticed there were a few glitches with the stash indexing. I've had my tabs switch around randomly and things like that, which is a little bit annoying, but at least it's not like Walson where you put shit in a tab and then it falls away. It doesn't even need to stack though, man. It'll multiply off of the dot and chaos damage that you do. it's a pretty good leveling skill though. Like, I'm enjoying it. I ate your T16s. Fuck. Yeah, I was a little skeptical. It was a little glitchy when I tried, and I was like, I don't want to do it on my... I wouldn't do it on my standard account, not until it's sort of ironed out. That's a feels bad moment right there. At least it didn't wreck any, like, sweet gear that you had or anything like that. Maps are pretty farmable. The way this map's set out on this instance is really weird. Because normally that is not right here adjacent to there. I've seen some pretty hectic 4-tab setups where where I'm just like, how the fuck can you even play the game like that? Just like, you are crazy. Come on, where's the bloody all flame? Where's the ship boat? Shipwreck, whatever it's called. There it is. Ship graveyard. That would be a good feature though, because that's one thing that annoys me. I should be able to put maps in my map stash from any bloody point. Same as shards. They're another one that annoys the crap out of me. I still want that bloody treasure goblin that the Chinese servers get too. I find that bullshit the Chinese servers get that little minion thing that follows you around. We should get that. It's a bloody great feature. There's really nothing here that I can use. I might as well just put some random icicle mines down. Whispering Ice is good. Like last league, you've got to play it on the Ascendant or the Scion for it to be any good though. Takes a lot of balancing as well. Like it's, but you need from memory. It's based on running like split personality, multiple split personalities, and all sorts of shit like that. So it gets a bit tedious to balance, is maybe the word for it. Yeah, I've seen it though, like it can do, it can, I was in the Discord, was it not last league or the league before, and dudes were in Delirium League, it was really viable because of split personalities, amping up the adjoining nodes. And like you can get it to basically solo, or you can face tank Cyrus and stuff like that, but pretty much, it's just in stack. And then you just want to stack a shitload of ES, you want to try and max out your cold damage. Can't quite remember how to do it perfectly though, and I don't think I still have the tree for it either, but there's some pretty crazy, there was a pretty crazy way to build. I'd actually have a look at poe.ninja for build ideas with that one, because there'd still be people playing it. There was an expensive variant of the split personality that people were running with. So you had a really shit version, then there was a really expensive version. I just can't remember what the stat was on it. Yeah. But definitely run it on the Ascendant. That was the Ascendancy people were using back in Delirium. If you go back through the build archives on Delirium, you'll find that build in there. I can't remember if people were running voices on it though, and that might be the thing that'll sting you, because if it needs voices, you'll have to figure out another way to do it. Which won't be too hard anyway, because the cluster jewels are pretty powerful. So I did actually have the best day ever today. I went to the dentist for the first time in 6 years. And turns out I only need 2 fillings and my gums are perfect. And yeah. Pretty freaking epic day. That's living off of a Red Bull diet, basically. Red Bull and iced coffee diet. So you can smash Red Bull and eat a crap load of junk food. Do not know how, man. Do not know how. I have no idea how I managed that. Nah, I brush my teeth like 3 times a day. That's the key. Like I have crooked teeth, but I look after my teeth. And that's pretty much the secret. The other thing is, yeah, exactly. And what I found out, and I've been talking to the dentist, is basically the main reason why you'll have problems will be because you simply just don't brush your teeth. Use like enamel care toothpaste and things like that. I found enamel and gum care, the more expensive stuff. It's yeah, man. It's pretty cool. I was pretty stoked. I was expecting to walk in and chew up a bunch of cash. I was like, oh, I haven't been to the dentist in 6 years. You know, I'm gonna eat shit here. Nope, did not eat shit. Remember this dude when I used to go to school, actually? He never, even when I saw him years later, he never brushed his teeth, and he used to have this build up all on the, in his mouth, and have this build up on the front of his teeth and everything. It was just, oh. That one gets me a little bit. Like, you feel it when your teeth get furry, and it's like, ugh. Exactly. This stream is now part Path of Exile, part dental care. I'll take those Colgate sponsorships anytime. Yeah, well, I've worked with a few people too who have had, like, there's medical conditions where you can have terrible breath. That's understandable, and that's not necessarily easy to deal with either when you're trying to. Yeah, I remember working with this guy, and he just had the worst breath, and you could see that he didn't bloody brush his teeth, and it's just like, you've got to tiptoe around the issue, and it's really, people are really sensitive about it. Exactly, man. Like, I just do it while I'm in the shower. Literally, first thing I do, morning, I've got my toothbrush ready to roll, go for a shower, brush your teeth. Like, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be a bloody, a mission and a half. Yeah, it's like, how do you say to someone, hey, your breath smells like shit? It's not a great deal. Yeah, Elvis, man, like, I don't know what people's hang-ups about that are. Oh, you brush your teeth in the shower. Yeah, I do, because, you know, why wouldn't you? It just seems like a convenient use of water. It's all about efficiency. It's all about efficiency. You won't forget if you brush your teeth. If you're going to take a shower, you might as well brush your bloody teeth. And you're going to take a shower like 2-3 times a day anyway. So, you know, if you take a shower, brush your teeth. Simple. Every time you go for a shower, brush your teeth. That's the way I see it anyway. build is really easy to level up. It's fucking crazy easy to level up. What am I going to take here? Go down, I'll pick up these Hunter's Gambit nodes. And then I'll go up and I will pick these nodes up. I think the same rules though apply like with, you know, just putting on deodorant, things like that. I remember when I was, exactly, you feel fresh. Like, you feel like you can talk to someone and you're not going to choke them out with this terrible bloody death smell coming from your mouth. Which just baffles me why people would, yeah, just does my head in. Never understood that. Oh yeah, now we got a helm. Viper Strike, breath. Cobra Lash, breath. Toxic Rain, breath. Actually, no, that's if you were to like talk on someone and spit was to come out. That would be your toxic rain breath. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Sort of need bow. You need a bow with attack speed with this one. Contagion breath. There used to be this dude that I used to work for EB Games in Australia. So do I have stories about that? But there was this dude that used to come in all the times, and he used to talk about. So he used to play Skyrim all the time. So I guess leading into it, he used to wear this big black trench coat and walk around in the sun all the time, and he just used to smell like death. And but it was really weird because he'd come in and he'd talk about Skyrim all the time, and the way that he spoke about Skyrim was really weird. He used to talk about Skyrim like, "Oh, yeah, I was playing with the ladies last night," and I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And this guy's talking about Skyrim, and I'm like, "Can you separate the difference between reality and a video game?" And he goes, "No, they're my girls," and I'm like, "Oh, this is weird." But yeah, he used to come in all the bloody time, and he was in this big trench coat. Everything he used to sell him, he used to rebag in big black garbage bags. It was the weirdest shit. And what's funny is he actually followed me from when I used to work. I used to work in a supermarket called IGA back in the early days when I started working. And he used to come in there, and then all of a sudden he comes in EB Games. I'm like, shit. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. He used to lock you down. One of those people that would lock you into a conversation for ages. Yeah, but he would lock you into a conversation for ages, and you'd spend. I remember one Sunday I opened up the shop and I had been like playing LOL until like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. So I had 2 hours sleep, and nothing was open. Nowhere was open, so I couldn't go get iced coffee. And like that was the ritual. Go get a Daredevil espresso. Start the day. All right, I've got caffeine. I'm good to roll. And then he comes in the morning, first up, and I'm sitting there going, please don't come in. Please don't come in. Please don't come in. He comes in. I'm like, fuck. And for the next like 3 hours, this guy just anchored me in one spot. And the worst thing on Sundays were that in the store that I worked in, there wasn't a lot of customers on a Sunday first up in the morning that I could go, oh, sorry, I got to help someone else. So yeah, this guy just locked me in one place for like 4 or 5 hours. And I remember the smell. The conversation was weird, but what I remember the most was the bloody smell. It was just, oh, and it was like wafting on, and I was just sitting there going, ugh. But anyway, that's one of my things. There's also there was the day I found maggots in the back room at EB Games as well, and that's one of the guys I was working with left a kebab. It was Christmas time, so if you know anything about how EB Games used to work, Christmas time used to be like the craziest time of the year. Yeah, me shit the shit with some old EB Games stories. So yeah, there was one Christmas we were like hectic as, and we had this tiny little back room, and anyway, one of the guys used to just smash kebabs every time he'd come into work. So he smashed a kebab. So for some reason, he left it in the back room. And anyway, we noticed this weird smell. And this was like a month later, and then we're like, oh, maybe we should clean out the back room. We did, and yeah, underneath it all was just like the biggest mess of bloody maggots I'd ever seen in my entire life. It's fucked. But yeah. Anyway. Oh man, I used to have a buddy of mine used to work at the shop down the way, and he used to see it, and he used to come in and be like, "Hey man, how you going?" Or I was, "Oh yeah, yeah." That was the only way that you could get out of that conversation with him. It was just really weird. It was awkward, and you just sat there and you felt like, oh, this guy is not on, yeah, not in the right mindset. But in working in retail over the years, like that. I remember before I was doing accounting, I was doing retail for fucking long time, and it was always the same. I'd never work another retail job in my life. Like it's one thing to deal with clients and stakeholders and things like that, but dealing with customers in shops is just no, never again. Which is why these days, you see bad customers go into shops, and it makes me angry. I more than often will turn someone around if they're giving a clerk a hard time and go, "Oi, cut your shit out," which in fact I've done a fair few times. Because it's hard enough to go in and work for a lower wage, and if you got to go in and cop a lot of shit as well, that's not really fair. Yeah, if you don't get what you want or out of a conversation or whatnot, that doesn't give you merit to start yelling at someone. Like, I've watched a lot of those videos on YouTube where people go, "I would like to see the manager," and Karens and things like that. That's just, that's not how you treat people. If you don't get what you want, you just go, "Okay, all right, I just won't go back there." There's no need to go and complain and make a big stink about things. Don't really matter. It's just. Exactly, it's hard enough. You just, especially in these times now, like you just sit there and you're like, do you really need to put people through the gauntlet of giving them shit every 5 seconds? Let's just give these guys a bit of a break. Exactly, no need to drop Karen level Karenness and be a total Karen. But I gotta say, like, EB Games and GameStop, that wasn't, like, a lot of people hop online and yeah, there's a lot of bad experiences that people have with that place, but I had my fair share of bad time there, but I'd say in my career it was one of the best jobs I ever had. Now, looking back at it now, I had a lot of fun in that job. You know, got to go into work and talk about video games every day. You know, who doesn't want to do that? What did you do in the army? Oh, you had a lot of fun. Or just enjoyed it? Ah, shit, it's the other way. Yeah, like, you make the most of any situation that you're in. I used to love, that was what, I will say, when I was working for EB though, I definitely did not play video games as much as when I left EB Games, because you used to get sick of talking about it. That was the only thing I didn't like about that job, was there was a point where you just didn't want to hear about it anymore. And I found I played games way less. I still play games a lot, just way less when I was there. But that's when I started playing League of Legends as well, and that was like, well, it was the bane of my existence for a number of years. I don't talk about gaming when I'm in my current job, because there's no one that understands the context. But, like, you know, I guess that's why I run the YouTube channel now. It's that's where I get that outlet, and my mates and whatnot are all into it, into gaming. So yeah, exactly. You talk about different things. The best places though, I've always found to just meet other gamers and whatnot, were always conventions like the Penny Arcade Expo. Exile Con was great. I really enjoyed Exile Con. A lot of like-minded dudes and dudettes. I'm actually, if COVID-19 hadn't kicked in, I would have went to bloody PAX East, because I always used to go to was it PAX OCE in Melbourne here, and then obviously COVID kicked in, and that wasn't going to happen this year. But I love going to those conventions. It's awesome. Love the cosplay. I did go dressed as Anakin Skywalker one year as well, and that was awesome. And there are photos too, by the way, of that. The one thing I'm holding on to after all these restrictions and everything get taken away and everything goes back to somewhat of a bit of a normality is stuff like that. Makes you appreciate how good that stuff is. Yep. It'd be awesome if they did another Exile con next year or something like that. That'd be dope. Guts cosplay. That'd be fucking awesome. That character's sick. I still want to get like a big suit of armor and like just, you know, go as like a fully plated knight or something like that. I reckon that'd just be awesome. Like Dark Souls type of knight. Like the cover character off of Dark Souls, just like gritty armor. Was it the what was it, mate? Was it foam stuff? Was it Plu or whatever it is? Guys like Natsu Dragmeal or something like that from Fairy Tail, that'd be cool too. Eee, first legendary drop of the SSF life. Damn, Caustic Arrow just scales so damn well early game. I'm 1.94. So you be just under me, so you be like 6'2", because I'm 6'4", 6'5". That's a pretty big sword. Like if that gets, yeah, if that's the height of it, that's fucking huge. That's a big sword. That's an enormous sword. Did he run Herald of Agony? Malevolence. That's what I would run on this. No, I'll run Herald of Agony for now. So that would be my height and another 7 inches to that. It's a big fucking sword. Like, I'm almost 2 meters tall. Ooh, iron ring. It's actually pretty good because that gives me chaos to attacks. Okay. Hey Jay, how you doing, dude? How to play the league? Basically just do the coins and just run contracts, level up the characters. Higher the level of the characters, the better the contracts you can do. And then you just collect loot, basically. That's, the whole league is basically just looting, making currency. So I'm playing SSF now. Do this character. This will be pretty good. So I'm rolling an SSF. Toxic Rain is always good, man. But Toxic Rain Tricksters are pretty OP. If you want a really good tree, look up Big Duck's video. Oh man, they scale really well if you build it right. Actually, what I'll do, I'll just kill this dude and then I'll give you the tree that I'm using. So... there we go. Yeah, man. There you go. I stripped out the stuff in this tree that would make it difficult to play. It doesn't really use any key uniques, and even the rares aren't really huge. The skill just scales really well. Like 50 chaos. It's literally it's a nothing build. It's just natively strong. Pretty much, yeah. You don't even need a chaos bow or a spell bow. Pretty much, man. Just follow that tree. You know, you can see 9.3 mil DPS. You have a look at the gearing. It's minimal. Very easy to run. Very easy to gear. That corrupted bow was actually a pretty decent increase. Hell yeah, where you just used to blaze people through. Yeah, they released that new Project Diablo mod, eh? It looks really good. Pulls in elements of Median, of Path of Diablo, and a lot of other different mods, and just sort of meshes it all together with the whole endgame added in for mapping and stuff like that. Man, you always gotta expect the nopes. Watch the Mandalorian episode 2, season 2. It's fucking nuts, that episode. So, pretty sure I don't need deadly ailments, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Where's the link? Updates every ladder. Updated uniques, more build diversity, massive rebalances. I'll probably stream this over the next 2 weeks, to be honest with you, because I'll be running off my laptop. I can play Path of Exile on my laptop pretty well, but I might play that just for the shits and giggles. But yeah, man, you gotta follow the news in the ARPG community. Looks dope, that mod though. PoE 1 is getting mixed in with PoE 2, so it's not going to be, there's not going to be a PoE 1 and PoE 2. PoE 1 will just be folded into PoE 2 from what they said at ExileCon. So basically, you'll have both campaigns, and you can choose from either campaign. There'll be a new 7-act campaign or the original 10. You'll be able to play the same characters, but I think it's 16 new Ascendancies. It won't matter. It'll just be a patch, and then there'll be a whole new bloody game. It'll be ridiculous. You'll have so much content to play in the game, you won't know what to bloody do. I tried it at ExileCon. It's fucking awesome. So all you do is you gear up your sockets on your gems. It's all linked into your gems. Man, if you were only born in 2021, you wouldn't be able to play Path of Exile 2 because you'd be a baby. And they can't play Path of Exile. I wish I was a 16-year-old or 17-year-old or a uni student in bloody 2021. That'd be fucking awesome. No worries. Enjoy your lunch. It looks good, doesn't it? It looks fucking good. I'm glad that my stream could contribute Path of Diablo to you, Project Diablo to you. Probably, yeah. Because I'd have a 6 link, so I'd be creaming this even quicker. But I'm doing okay damage right now, even with a 3 link. That's a good one, actually. Let's try to go to the last part. Shit. Diablo 2 was my life in university. I remember cramming that in an 800 by 600 window and just going straight for one weekend. Bow run galore. Run so many bow runs that Battle.net kicks you off the Battle.net server because you're leveling up too quickly. I heard their BlizzCon is now going to be free next year as well. Just want that Diablo too. Not as far as I can see. I think it's like Act 3 or something like that, or Act 4. Hold up, let me look. So it requires level 12, so it could actually be an Act 2 gem. It wouldn't be an Act 1 gem though, I don't think. It won't matter, man, because it doesn't spring up for this character. I'll have a look after I kill him. Actually, just let me find the waypoint. Oh, there you go, it is in Act 1, level 1, thing 01. Cool. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty crazy that how powerful that is. That dot already just eviscerates shit. Superior Mirage Archer. It's only 5% though, I don't really need that. Definitely need a cool rain. Oh, if you get 5,000 on Trickster though, dude, and with the Trickster Ascendancy, where you gain life by dot, shouldn't have any issues. Oh, look at that damage straight off the mark. PoE says no. This character's really strong. Let's get some more dot on that. Damn, the dot. Doesn't give me what I need though. But it's a huge DPS increase. Cool. Yeah, these will be the first time I'm not buying one of the new gen consoles. So I've got a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One, and all I use the Xbox One for is Netflix, and I don't use the PlayStation 4 at all. I play everything on PC. Actually looking at building a new gaming PC next year. But can't be buggered spending money on PlayStations that are tech capped, so nah, man. I can't see the point of spending $129 on a game. Just doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, it's in Australia, it's $129 a game. So I'm not going to pay $129 a game. Yeah, man, we're at Toxic Rain. And it does well. It's effortless. The exchange rate is the equivalent of 60, so 129 is what our RP is, which is the equivalent to $60 USD, essentially. But like, I can't justify $129 for a game. Like, at the end of the day, I'll just come and play Path of Exile like I always do, so it's not a lot of point, really. I might as well just play PoE. I get more value out of this game than I do any other game I play. Yep. That's why I stopped buying console games and I stopped playing a lot of new games. And the thing is, in this country, they blame it on, oh, we have to import games, and rah, rah, rah. No, you can get games in New Zealand for much cheaper. Yep. Yeah, it's just pointless buying games in this country. So I wait for Steam sales normally. No worries, dude. Oh, it looks like people are fighting in the Path of Exile chat about the bloody American election. I've been on for a bit, so I gotta study in a few hours, so I'll probably be on for another like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Oh, you're in the United States. Nice. It's 3:30 a.m. in the morning here. And my tea is not keeping me alive. Hey, growth and decay. Now we're talking. I guess some swanky damage. I sort of slept for a bit tonight too. My sleeping patterns are a bit erratic at the moment. But I've got to get up in the morning at like 8 o'clock on a Sunday, do a bunch of shit that I don't feel like doing, then get into the study as usual. It's pretty normal. Go forest encampment because I didn't slack off today. I got 3 units cleared. I got to do 6 units today, or 5 units at least, to stay on schedule. Yeah. Like, I'll get a lot of it done. It's just a bit painful. It's a subject that, while I can do in my sleep, I still want to make sure I maintain a 7.0 GPA. There it is, void manipulation. Okay, now I got void manipulation. Yeah, it's just like, you just gotta, unfortunately, sit down and just grind it out until you get it done. I'll be glad when my exam's up, but then I still gotta finish another diploma. So I gotta travel. In my case, this is just, I just wanted to make sure I did a bit of streaming and could talk to everyone. Cool. Awesome, man. It's incredibly powerful. It scales really well. Yep. Dirt cheap, scales really well. Everything you want in a build, basically. This will probably be my league starter for next league, to be honest with you. Just something really simple and easy. Oh, this has so far, like, I'm noticing the single target and the multi-target DPS is pretty damn good. It's the dot nodes in the Trickster Ascendancy that make this powerful. It's just perfect. Coupled with elusive, max dodge, you basically never die. It's, yeah. Ugh. $19K. Man, if you had $19K, fuck, I want that treat. Cyrus DPS. Yeah, you could do that dot. Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, you done busted game mechanics and you went back like 10 patches when they nerfed the fuck out of ES builds. For that exact reason. No, I'm leveling it up. I just got a bit bored of playing Trade League, to be honest with you. I'm enjoying playing non-trade league. Because this I actually have to craft the gear, I can't just buy it. And I also really wanted to try Toxic Rain. Not really, dude. It's the same sort of DPS. They both have damage mitigation phases. Oh, awesome, man. I like to play SSF when I get to the end of leagues, just to basically challenge myself, so I can learn different mechanics and learn how to craft and be less dependent on gearing from what other people do or sell. Thanks for the follow, Sokol. There's a really good fast as fuck build that he just put up using a two-hander, stupid high mirror tier two-handed sword that uses frost blades. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It uses the Slayer as well. Ooh, Biden just hit 290 electoral colleges? He just capped over 270 to win. There you go. Mr. Biden is the new president of the United States. Yes and no. Spell characters, your weapon can still have a huge hinge on whether it's good enough.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah, shit's gonna get real next day now. Trump's already put it. I subscribed to his. I followed his Twitter account because he just types shit up all the time, and it's funny to read. Mainly the comments just slaying him. But one of his last tweets was, "I won this election by a lot," which was the moment that Biden basically won the last electoral college votes to get him to bag him the election. The craziest thing is reading into some of the videos on YouTube's. The comments are so fucked up. It's just us other countrymen in all around the world are just reading this and just going, my God. You just got a nut job sitting in an ivory tower that can't accept that he lost the election. That's the crux of it. Oh yeah, it's just crazy. Like every other country has been dragged into it. It's insane. Like at the Australian election, it's like, oh, okay, the other guy won. All right, well, you concede defeat, you move on, and you learn. And you go, okay, cool, we didn't get it. It's all good. You don't sit in your crazy man's larder and post shit up on fucking Twitter. Yep. Our economy is dependent on the United States as well, very heavily. I just find it funny, more funny than anything else, to be honest with you. It's just, you know, there's grace to be had in defeat. You know, nobody will judge you poorly if you walk away with your head held high and you do the right thing. You know, you accept when you haven't won. But the behavior of, I guess, this is surprising to most people because it's not becoming of someone who's in such a position of authority. It's not fraud though, man. It's just people voting because the people have spoken. It's the democratic process in play. To say that it's fraud without any evidence is actually just going to incite violence more than anything else, and that's exactly how in part, one of the reasons why the American Civil War occurred. The obvious other part was slavery, but it's dangerous, that mindset. Undermining the democratic process is not becoming of a leader of the largest nation of the apparent free world. It's not responsible either. It's yeah. The thing is, the states that will do the recounts, it won't even matter because number one, the recounts will still swing in Biden and may be an even stronger position for Biden. And number two, he's already won too many seats for it to be feasible for Trump to even have a chance at trying to win on a technicality anyway. So there's no merit in calling for recounts at this stage either. At this stage, it is borderline landslide victory for Biden. Exactly, that's exactly right. You know, if you're going to make an accusation so gross to the fact that apparently the Democrats have somehow rigged the election, you know, prove it. And it's, you know, the election between Gore and George W. Bush is a unique scenario where a president managed to stop the counting. And what actually happened when they initially did the recounts on that one swing state, they realized that in fact Al Gore should have been elected, not George W. Bush. I think in the case of the United States, it's simply blind faith. I don't even think it's got anything to do with the media sources are just crazy. Like the fact that they're jumping on that and agreeing with what he's saying is just a note to say that the media in this apparent free world situation is not reliable, and yeah, you shouldn't trust anything. You should be skeptical about everything you read. The thing is though, like it's a double standard. So if you took it back to the initial election that got him into power, he basically knew he was going to win. You know, he would have said keep voting, but now that he's lost, you know, he just doesn't want to accept it. So he'll go stop voting. It's just it's a double standard. But he's just a sore loser. That's the problem. What's disheartening is reading the comments and all the people that actually believe the rhetoric that he's spouting about the election being stolen. That's what's concerning. What?
Stay out of the shadows.
Classy as always. That elusive buff's pretty good.
Not a speck of dust or brick out of place. Someone's got too much time on their hands.
Oh. I didn't even read that. Okay. We're getting too political in here. Alright, that being said, I am going to go to bed because it is 3:39 a.m. in the morning and I am exhausted. Anyway, thanks for everyone logging in and bringing the bants and whatever, Ping. Alright, I'll leave you to it.